I got some new shakers! Yes, we've got the Neo shakers by SiMagic. I'm going to be comparing them here to the, the original Haptics that SiMagic released. These here are $16 each. This here is not going to be a long video. I'm just very quickly going to discuss this old HPR and these brand new Neo HPRs by SiMagic. They cost $16 each. I mean, bargain. And then we're going to compare the two of them. We're also going to have a look at the brand new software that was specifically designed just for these shakers to make your life easier. It's truly plug and play. Plug in and go. You're shaking. Fantastic. And then just quickly, I want to talk about these new faceplates that SiMagic has also sent me because, yeah, I'm not going to make a video especially just for these faceplates, so I might as well just do it here now. So this here is the new faceplates. You get 3 of them, of course, for your clutch, for your brake, and then your accelerator. These new ones are completely flat, so they don't have a curve like the ones that come pre-fitted on the P1000s. If I show you here against my white shirt. Other than that, the only real difference is on this faceplate over here, it has a different texture, so it's a lot more grippy. If you hear that, and if I were to compare it to the old ones, and yeah, so I wouldn't exactly call this an upgrade for your pedals. It's more like a side grade. You will either prefer this one or the original one or the new ones. I myself actually do prefer the new grippier ones. So thank you SiMagic for sending them my way. So SiMagic has teased us with this photo over here at Gamescom. Yes, there's some new juicy SiMagic products coming our way. You can see on there the GT, well maybe not GT, but the Neo button plate. Very exciting. Hopefully I get to review that for you guys in the future. They do also have a new set of budget pedals over there, and they look fantastic. Now on the back of those pedals, you'll actually see these new Neo HPRs fitted onto them. And yeah, SiMagic has said that they'd be sending a set of those pedals my way to make a review for you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Consider subscribing if you want to see more SiMagic reviews in the future. Let's just quickly blow over the new software that SiMagic has specifically designed just for these haptic units. And then we're going to be comparing these two side by side and see how they shake. Hello, we are here in the SiMagic software. And yeah, funny enough, this is normally where I play around with my shakers. Anyway, let's look here. Each one of these new options, you can see they've added a lot more options onto this list. If you click into ABS, for example, the strength comes up and then the frequency. Now what the frequency does is if you make it lower, it's more like abrupt, like that. And then if you put the frequency all the way up, it's more like a vibration that's zzz, like this. You see. Now let me put this back to 15, and there is quite a bit of difference in the sound these two make. So listen here, this is at 115 Hertz. This is the original HPR. This one you can see on the brake. And you can hear that is quite loud. You know, it goes through my all aluminum profile rig. And then if I go on to this one, the throttle also set to 15 Hertz and 100%. And if that'll be this one here now. And as you can hear, it is actually quite a bit softer. Feeling it through my foot, I mean, it is, I feel that clear as day, don't get me wrong. However, this original one, I mean, you can hear just by the sound. I mean, you can feel it. It feels to me at least a good 30 to 40% stronger. Yeah, anyway, just blow over the software quickly. Let's just switch all of them on. I'll do it here on the clutch, that way I don't mess up my thing. If you go into clutch, you can just say the ratio, for what the bite point, all them things, strength, also the frequency, and ABS, we've seen. Traction control, you can do the strength. When it comes to wheel lock, yeah, it actually says the sensitivity. Now, I've not played around with any of these, but yeah, you can set the sensitivity of how quickly this pedal starts vibrating whenever, your tires do start to slip in the simulator. RPM, there's a few extra here. You can even hear there's a difference in frequency, so from 10 to 50. So I'm assuming it'll start quite light, you know, as your RPM starts to build up. And as you get higher, you know, the most likely you'll feel it more in the pedal, and it'll be more of an abrupt, you know, or maybe quite the opposite. Anyway, let's see what else is here. Then you've got your gear shift. You can just say the vibration duration. I actually think that is quite long. I'd probably just make that half of that. And then speed is the only other one I don't have on. And here again, you've got your speed when it's triggered, and the vibration intensity, all them things. So SiMagic has put in a lot of thought into the software. And I mean, this is quite idiot proof, you know what I mean? You just plug in your shaker, and as you can see, it picks up right here. It says P1000s. I'm here in my feedback, and yeah, it's simple as pie. You can even go and save yourself some profiles. I would actually go ahead and save the original profiles just before you make any edits. That way you can always go back to what it was here anyway. But yeah, guys, that's the software. Now let's compare these two shakers on the table. So both these two units are connected. Now it's the time to compare these two. And yeah, let's go. Let me just hit the test button over here. Woo! We're shaking. As you can see, I'm squeezing these both as hard as I can here. Let me put it on the table just for a second. Yeah. These are, both of them are very, very powerful. I actually thought that this little unit wasn't working nearly as well as this here, but it turned out to be a setting on iRacing, which I'm going to show you now, because by default this setting is checked. And if you have this setting checked, then your experience doesn't matter whether you use the Sim Pro, you know, software by SiMagic or SimHub. These here will be running at maybe 20% of its capacity that, you know, they are available. So I'm going to show you which box you need to uncheck. It's this one right over here. And yeah, then these here, they are very, very powerful. I would say maybe, I'd say 70% of what this one is over here. Yes, this one is definitely the more powerful of the two. However, I'm seriously surprised for 16 euros that this is as powerful as what it is. And also, these here work with motors, whereas this here has a weight, you know, with magnets and stuff. It's instant, you know, this is instant. This here, there's supposed to be a delay. Normally, these motors take a couple of milliseconds to spin up before it actually produces any vibration. However, SiMagic has done some magic, and yeah, pun was intended. But one thing I can tell you is, between me pushing that test button and this thing vibrating, it is instantaneous. And even when I was running all three of these units in my pedals in racing, I didn't even 1 second, not even a millisecond, did I even think that there was a delay in between, you know, this spinning up and it actually producing the vibrations it needs to produce. So this is just, honestly, I'm blown away by this little shaker. It really is a fantastic little device for the price. My final thoughts, what do I think here about this new Neo HPR by SiMagic? Well, listen here, at the start of this year, I had absolutely zero experience when it came to tactile units. And yeah, I bought this. This was my very first ever tactiles I had on my pedals, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So since then, I've actually been exploring, and as you can see here, I've got all different types of units fitted to different types of pedals. Now yeah, with units like these, your experience is definitely elevated, because these units over here are able to go a wider range in frequencies compared to something like this here. However, if you want to go down this route, keep a few things to keep in mind. You're going to have to buy wires, cables, you're going to have to buy connectors, and each of them have different types of connectors. You're going to need amplifiers, you're going to need sound cards, and then your overall experience of how these perform will be heavily impacted by what by what profiles you have running in SimHub. And those profiles are very, very hard to get your hands on. So anyway, what I think about these here, and what's made SiMagic is absolutely amazing, is the fact that you can literally plug this in, and within 2 minutes, you can be shaking. I mean, okay, I can whack up one out in 30 seconds. Yes, I can. But, yeah, the fact that you can plug this in, and just software is ready to go and you can shake is truly absolutely unbelievable in my eyes. They've made it so simple, it is completely idiot proof, and I'm a testament to that because I've tested these. So if you don't already own any tactiles for your pedals, I really do think that this new Neo shaker by SiMagic is a perfect way to get your feet wet. I really can recommend these to you. And it's fantastic that you can actually mix and match these. Look here, like on my pedal set. For most of you watching here, I'd say you would be more than happy to run one of these on your clutch and on your accelerator, and then maybe have a beefier one for your brake pedal. And this setup over here will cost you $101 compared to buying 3 of these units, and it'll be $210. I mean, wow. I thank you very much for watching. In a future video, I will actually be doing a full tutorial on how to set up these tactiles on your pedals and also on your seat. And trust me, these will blow your socks off. I mean, these here on my back is absolutely spectacular. Now, I have someone that is very clever with all these tactile units helping me put this video together. If you are watching at home and you already have some experience with these tactiles, and you perhaps have a fantastic profile for SimHub that you can send my way, that I can compare it to what I've already got, it will be very much appreciated. Please consider subscribing if you do want to see this video in the future. And as always, guys, I hope your next race, yes, your next race is a winner. Hallelujah.